say.
What's good? JH here, about to give you a little bit of. Check out my other channel. If you don't know, it's going to be in the video description below. First, if you need a loan, if you're already working for the post office, check out the information. It's in the video description below. If you want to find out how you can go buy a house, there's some information in the video description below. All the information that I can gather is in the video description below. Only for feds. Not only for feds, but it's definitely helpful for us. Hey, so people was asking me, they were like, Jay, hey, Jay. And I'm like, hey, Jay is not really my name, but you know, it's my nickname. Anyway, shop stewards, unions. You want to be a union rep? They said, well, you don't talk about union reps. I got my opinions about them. But let me tell you what I think. Check this out. So, union reps, they're either great or they're either bad or indifferent. Had a couple conversations. Union reps, I said it before. If you, the people that watch me, want to participate and be more for the post office, for your co-workers, do it with the correct intentions. Do not do it. I'll tell you what not to do for. Don't do it because you know you'll be able to get a little bit more money. Don't do it because you may learn a little bit more and be able to get over a little bit more. Don't do it for self-gratification. Don't do it for self-gratification in any form. If you decide you want to step up and do something as far as becoming a shop steward or union representative, number one, educate yourself about the union contract. A union representative sole purpose is to make sure that the contract that was agreed upon between management and whatever specific union that they're representing, you know, the people that they're representing in that union, is done correctly and fulfilled correctly without foolishness behind it. That's their sole purpose. To make sure that they have checks and balances. Sole purpose. The filing grievances end of it. If you screwing up and then you try and file a grievance, I am totally against you for doing that. I think you're dirt. Don't do it. Talk to a lady, she's like, I gotta file this big full of grievances because the people are crossing crafts. I understand that people do cross crafts. I do not agree with people crossing crafts. But if you are a clerk and you know you got a ton of work and you call one of the new CCAs, hey, when you're done with that, I need you to help me throw some mail, and then you turn and you file a grievance saying that they're doing your work, it's a hard one for me because now you made more money for the work that the CCA did. They're not getting no more money. They're just working. But that's not rectifying the problem. It is initially, though, putting a little bit of fire underneath management to do the right thing and hire somebody to fill that void. So if the grievance is not for self-gratification, just to get paid for it, although sometimes that's where you got to nip management in the butt. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look up what a grievance is. And they say, hey, every day that you don't have a clerk here, I'm going to file a grievance. Because management keeps telling, this is not the clerk, but management keeps telling a CCA to go help. At what point does the clerk say, no, I don't want CCA's help. I need another person here. So once that happens and they put enough fire under it and management and that specific station or wherever you're located turns around and has to continue to pay out money, extra money for a body that's not there, it may spark a fire under management to get the proper staffing in the area. Now, that's just one scenario. Unions. union representatives. It is their job at that point to say, you know what, enough is enough. Hey, I am going to make sure that I am going to be the one to continue to file a grievance. Hey, this place says we need 5 PSEs, but we only got 3. We need 2 more. File a grievance. And if they're doing diligent so that the operation runs better, if you're doing diligent and you want to become a union representative because you want to do diligent by your station, by your plant, not to get over, but to do diligent to help the operation as a whole, then I am all for you becoming a union representative. You get a little bit more money, you get a little bit more power. You're nobody's boss, though. Don't think that you could, union representative, come up to me and talk some smack. Foul mouth. You don't run nobody's show. You are there basically as a mediator between management and the people you're representing, and to make sure that the contract is done correctly. That's all you are. But when a person like me comes to you and says, hey man, you know, we're having a problem and this, that, you don't push things to the side that you don't think are worthy. Because if you are representing the people and they voted you in or you decided to become, you have to take all. So if you're working at a plant, you decide to become a union representative, you got to take all 300 people that are on your shift. If you're a mail handler representative or if you're a PSE clerk, you can't pick and choose when you want to be a clerk. I mean, a union rep. That means your phone got to be on. That means do it with the intentions of helping the operation. Do not do it for your own self-gratification. That's how I feel. That's how it should be. And if things were done just a little bit differently, overall, we'd all win. We'd all win. But it takes the people that watch me, and even if you share it with a couple of people that work there, to just think, hey, it was hard when I first got in here. Why is it that we have such a complicated process to apply to get in? Why is it that we have this? Let's try to do something to make this better. Educate yourself with the union contract in your area if you want to be a union rep. Even if you're an employee, educate yourself with the contract. That way you know whether or not, if you have an issue, if you have any standing on your issue. Because it's the worst thing to go to somebody, hey man, they told me I needed to go home because of my sneakers. I ain't going nowhere, man. I want to get paid. Well, what were you wearing? I was wearing fuzzy slippers. Well, you can't come to work in fuzzy slippers. Oh, no, you're supposed to represent me. Make sure that whatever you talk about has some real standing before you go to bring it to a union representative. Educate yourself. This is nothing that you've ever experienced before unless you've been in a union job before. So I'm trying to give you guys the information in order to protect yourself, educate yourself, so that when you walk in there, you have a mindset of, hey, I'm going to be a winner. I'm going to be a leader. I'm going to be a helper. Or you could just be the worker. I'm a worker bee. I'm a worker bee. But they're not going to come at me sideways because I'm educated enough to know the rights and the wrongs. That's all I'm asking you. So if you decide you want to become a union representative, it's not very difficult. You need to find out where your union hall is. You either go down there yourself and talk to some people down there and find out the process and the procedures, or speak to your union rep. You may not get along with your union rep. Go above them, go around them. And make sure that you do it to help, not to do it for your own self-gratification. That's what I got to say about the unions. You zimmy, this be that JH. If you made it to the end of this video, I ain't did this in a while. Type Dove. Type Dove if you made it to the end of the video. This be that JH. We out here.